today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Chargers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First and goal from the 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now Herbert, third and goal. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit. See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Herbert off of play action. Out to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And give them a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Eckler again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mayfield's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. It's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Flush to his right. On Herbert, his third interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there into the hands of Ross. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mayfield. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Haley over the middle, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On first down, Haley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mayfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Mayfield to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. Mayfield. Caught along the sideline by Freiermuth. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Baker. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Now,
and this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute. And they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Chargers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation